Guess who came to story time, to story time, to story time? Guess who came to story time? All my friends did. There's Evelyn and Ivan and Brantley, Aaliyah, Rosie, Tomas, Autumn and Brooklyn. Guess who came to story time? All my friends did. Guess who came to story time, to story time, to story time? Guess who came to story time? All my friends did. There's Hunter and Noah, Maceo and Zara, Gigi and Gus, James and Ellie. Guess who came to story time? All my friends did. Guess who came to story time, to story time, to story time? Guess who came to story time? All my friends did. There's Libby, Thanasi, Aiden and Annabelle, Livia and Ezra, Wyatt, Alexandra. Guess who came to story time? All my friends did. And all of you are my friends, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Yay! Hey everyone, welcome back to Storytime. My name is Allison. Today, I want to take you all on an adventure. And to do so, I need you first to close your eyes and listen carefully with your ears. Do you think you can do that? Okay, let's close our eyes and listen carefully with our ears. What can you hear? Can you hear the birds chirping? Can you hear the bugs buzzing? Can you hear the frogs croaking? Can you guess where we are? Let's open our eyes and find out. Oh, look, we're at the pond. There are so many different animals that live at the pond. Today, I brought my binoculars along, so we're going to take a look and see who is here. Are we ready? I spy with my little eye something that lives underwater, that has scales and gills, and that says glub, glub, glub. Can you guess what I see? Let's take a look. It's a fish. How many fish can you count? 1, 2 fish. Let's play again. I spy with my little eye something that both swims and flies, that has feathers, and that says quack, quack, quack. Can you guess what I see? Let's take a look. Ducks! I see ducks. How many ducks can you count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 ducks. Let's play one more time. I spy with my little eye something that lives both on land and underwater, that undergoes metamorphosis, and that says ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Can you guess what I see? Let's take a look. It's a frog. Hey, did you hear that really long word that I just said? Metamorphosis? Can you try saying that with me? Metamorphosis. Good job. Metamorphosis means transformation or change, like a tadpole becoming a frog. Well, I have a song to help you remember that by. I'm going to sing it one time first so that you can learn the words, and then the next time I want you to sing it along with me. Are we ready? Frog eggs, tadpoles, tadpoles with legs. Frog lid, then a frog that's called metamorphosis. Ready? Your turn. Frog eggs, tadpole, tadpole with legs. Frog lid, then a frog that's called metamorphosis. concepts to your children at an early age is an incredible way of increasing both their vocabulary and background knowledge or general understanding of the world. Both are very important skills to have as you're learning to read. Two ways of doing this are by intentionally using science vocabulary in your conversations with your child, introducing them to words like metamorphosis, investigation, transformation. Another way is by using nonfiction books in your story times and including them on your children's bookshelves. I'm going to share with you one today written for early readers, published by Scholastic Press, that is going to take us on the journey from tadpole to frog. In the spring, you may see frog eggs in the still water of a pond. Each egg is a ball of clear jelly with a small dark center. Hundreds of eggs stick together in a clump called frog spawn. Inside the eggs, tiny tadpoles are growing, and at first they look like small, dark specks. In a few days, little heads and tails take shape. Soon, the tadpoles are big enough to wiggle out of their eggs. After feeding on the jelly of their eggs for a while, the tadpoles wave their tails and swim away. Gills on the outside of a tadpole's body help it to breathe underwater. The tadpole's main job is to eat and grow. After a few weeks, the tadpole has grown 2 hind legs, and the tadpole's gills have moved inside its body. Lungs are beginning to form inside the tadpole's body too. Now and then, it swims up. It takes little breaths of air. As the tadpole's lungs grow stronger, its gills shrink away. 2 front legs begin to grow where gills once were. By the time it is about 2 months old, the tadpole's mouth has become wider and it starts to eat small bugs. For a few more weeks, the tadpole's tail shrinks and shrinks, and now the tadpole's strong legs and its webbed feet help it to swim. The tadpole has changed into a small frog. Soon the little frog will leave the pond. The frog spends much of its time out of water, but it likes to stay wet so it doesn't go far. The little frog catches bugs and worms and it swallows them with its wide mouth. The frog eats and grows and it gets a little bigger every day. After about 2 or 3 years, the frog is fully grown. Every spring, there will be new frog eggs in the pond. So today, I'm going to share with you a story. And in that story, there is a question that is repeated over and over. That question is, how did the frog get away? Well, I need help with the answer from you. The answer is jump, frog, jump. Can you say that with me? Jump, frog, jump. Good job. So when I ask, how did the frog get away? You say, jump, frog, jump. Good job. Let's get started. This is the fly that climbed out of the water. This is the frog that was under the fly that climbed out of the water. How did the frog catch the fly? Jump, frog, jump! This is the fish that swam after the frog that was under the fly that climbed out of the water. How did the frog get away? Jump, frog, jump! This is the snake that dropped from a branch and swallowed the fish that swam after the frog that was under the fly that climbed out of the water. How did the frog get away? Jump, frog, jump! This is the turtle that slid into the pond and ate the snake that dropped from a branch and swallowed the fish, swam after the frog that was under the fly that climbed out of the water. How did the frog get away? Jump, frog, jump! This is the net that wrapped round the turtle that slid into the pond and ate the snake that dropped from a branch and swallowed the fish, swam after the frog that was under the fly that climbed out of the water. How did the frog get away? Jump, frog, jump! These are the kids who picked up the net that wrapped round the turtle that slid into the pond and ate the snake that dropped from a branch and swallowed the fish that swam after the frog that was under the fly that climbed out of the water. How did the frog get away? Jump, frog, jump! This is the basket put over the frog by the kids with the net that wrapped round the turtle that slid into the pond and ate the snake that dropped from a branch and swallowed the fish, swam after the frog that was under a fly that climbed out of the water. How did the frog get away? Jump, frog, jump! So how did the frog get away? He jumped, right? Now I have a song from my friend Jim Gill, and we're going to jump and count to 10, all at the same time. Ready?
Jump, 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 jumping high are we, but we'll stop jumping while we count to 3.
1, 2, 3.
Jump, 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 jumping even more, but we'll stop jumping while we count to 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Jump, 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 just like pogo sticks, but let's stop jumping while we count to 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Jump, 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 jumping, then we wait to stop our jumping while we count to 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Jump, 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 jumping once again, but we'll be finished once we count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And you can jump right back down into your seats.
I hope to see you all again next week. I'm Allison, and that's the end of Storytime. That's the end of Storytime.